So let us come to the reactions of alkynes. We had finished that day the methods of preparation. So we come to reactions of alkynes. Now under this we have the first reaction, or rather the property I will say is acidic property. So before we take up acidic property, what is the meaning of acid in chemistry? Because you people have studied acid in school level, you know HCl, NaOH and such things, acid bases. But what is basically an acid? Acid is that substance which can produce H plus ions. So for example, as you know, HCl is an acid because HCl when ionizes forms H plus and Cl minus. So any compound which produces H plus ion is known as an acid. So how this property is connected with alkynes? You know, those alkynes where you have this kind of structure, triple bonded carbon connected to a hydrogen. This hydrogen is called acidic hydrogen because it can be lost just like this H. So let us see some examples to prove this. Suppose I take a compound acetylene, react with a substance lithium amide. This is called lithium amide. You can replace this particular hydrogen with Li. So this is triple bond. There will be a negative charge on it. Lithium will come with a positive charge. This hydrogen goes with NH2 and it forms NH3. If you observe, there is another such hydrogen present. So this product can react one more time. So this is reacting with another molecule of LiNH2. And now it's a turn of reaction on the opposite side. So we will get Li plus, carbon with a negative charge, this carbon with a negative charge, and again NH3 is lost. Are these reactions clear to everyone? You can see in this one, there are two acidic hydrogen present. So they can give you different examples to check how many acidic hydrogens are present. For example, if I see this alkyne, then if I write this alkyne, and if I write this alkyne, so how many acidic hydrogen atoms can we see in each? So here there is no acidic hydrogen. What is the condition? Triple bonded carbon should be connected to hydrogen. So there is no such. Here I can see there is one, and here you can see there are two. So you can get MCQs of this particular pattern where you need to find out about number of acidic hydrogen atoms. This is a very short and simple answer. You can see. You can quickly take a screenshot of this part. Property number 1. Just write this below. Yes, you can take a screenshot of this. We take up second property now, and this is hydrogenation. Hydrogenation, by now I hope you know addition of hydrogen. So if I take CH, triple bond CH, react it with hydrogen gas. The catalyst usually we use is Raney nickel. If I use 1 mole one atom will add across the triple bond. There are two atoms. So this will become CH2, double bond CH2. One atom got added here, it formed CH2. One atom got added here, it got CH2. We can continue the reaction ahead. So react this further with hydrogen and nickel. One more will be added. So if I write the names of the products, this is, sorry, ethane. This is ethene alkene, and this is ethyne. So whether they give you any alkene, any alkyne, the reaction takes place in a same manner. Next we have is halogenation, addition of halogen, and it happens almost in a same manner. If I take CH triple bond CH, react with suppose chlorine. This happens in presence of carbon tetrachloride. So here across this, chlorine atom is added. Then again we add another molecule of this. So two were already there. And now two more will be added across the double bond. So this is now going to be ethyne. Now, when the product takes place here, it is always found in trans format. Trans 1,2 dichloroethene. This will be 1,1,2,2 tetrachloroethane. I hope everyone followed this part. Instead of chlorine, if they give you bromine, instead of ethyne, they give you something else, the reaction remains the same. So you can take a quick screenshot of reaction number 2 and 3. Let us come to Markovnikov rule based reactions. So this is action of HCl. So if you take now alkyne ethyne, react it with HCl. So you can imagine H adds to one of the carbon, chlorine adds to another carbon. So this gives us CH2, double bond CH and Cl. This is called 1-chloroethene. Now I try to add second molecule of HCl where plus and minus are present. We have to now make use of Markovnikov rule. So Markovnikov rule tells us that negative part of the reagent adds to the carbon with lesser number of hydrogen. Negative part adds to the carbon with lesser number of hydrogen. See, this has only one hydrogen, this has two hydrogen. So hydrogen will be added to the other position. So this will become CH3, CH and Cl, Cl. 1,1 dichloroethane. You can take a screenshot of this quickly. Next reaction is a little larger one, so I need another one. Let us come to a little complex reaction. And if you don't follow, please definitely tell me again. This is action of water. And those who want to go for CET next year, this reaction is repeated again next year. Here we take acetylene, react it with water. We deliberately write water in this way. Reaction happens in presence of mercury sulfate with sulfuric acid. So just add H and OH. So it will become CH2, double bond, CH and OH. Now this molecule is what is known as an enol. What is enol? En means double bond, ol means alcohol. Double bond with an alcohol is called enol. And enols are always unstable. They undergo a process which we studied in general organic chemistry called tautomerization. So this is a kind of isomerism they show automatically. We don't have to do anything for that. What happens in that, please note. Enol's double bond goes towards oxygen. And this hydrogen comes to this carbon. So think on your own and see what happens. Hydrogen comes over here. So this will become CH3. Double bond has transferred. So it has remained single bond. And this double bond has gone here. It has become double bond O. This is an aldehyde known as ethanol, also known by name acetaldehyde. As I said, reaction is important for exams, not only 11th, but also 12th. Tell me if you have any doubt in this much part. This completes our section of alkynes. We will go for now section number 4 of the topic, that is called aromatic compounds. More particularly, we will be doing only study of benzene this year. Other aromatic we will be doing in 12th standard. Now this term, what we see, aromatic compound, has several meanings. So the oldest meaning, or I will say old definition of aromatic compound was compounds with aroma. Aroma indicates certain strong smell. They usually have this word in the Nescafe and such coffee advertisements. That is coffee with an aroma. Aroma means a strong smell. Initially, this definition was good, but as time progressed, they understood that there are several compounds which do not have smell, but still they are aromatic in the sense terms of reactions. So what now modern definition we have is based on what is known as Haeckel rule. Haeckel was a scientist who gave a rule based on structure about what is aromatic character. His theory is called aromaticity or aromatic character. So given any structure, if they ask you whether compound is aromatic or not, we have to check the steps. Rule number 1. This is given quite complex in your textbook. I'm making it quite easy. So please remember this and study this way only. Rule number 1. Compound should be cyclic and planar in one single plane. Rule number 2, matlab ye rule in the sense these are steps in fact. So you check it in this manner. Rule number 2, The compounds must have, or the structure must have 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n could be 0, 1, 2, 3, any number. So what could be the values possible depending on value of n and 4n plus 2? This table you can remember so that anytime you get a problem, you can check from this. So let us work out different values and then I will solve problems based on this. So if it is 0, 1, 2, 3, what will be the value? 4 into 0, 0 plus 2. So 2. 4 into 1, 4 plus 2, 6. 4 into 2, 8 plus 2, that's 10. 4 into 3, 12 plus 2, 14. Let me give immediately an example how to understand it. Suppose they give us a structure of the most simple aromatic compound, which is benzene. So check whether the given compound is planar or not. Obviously, it is a ring structure. Now, what will be the number of pi electrons? For that, you check first of all how many pi bonds are present. What is a pi bond? Double bond is a pi bond. There are 3 pi bonds present. So how many pi electrons are present? 6. Number of bond into 2 is this. I can find this number over here in the list. So the given compound is aromatic. Let me solve another example for you. This is how you will get questions in your exam. This is another compound known as naphthalene. The naphtha balls which we use at home, dambracha goya, that is this compound. So check how many pi bonds do I see? How many pi electrons are present? Anybody can answer quickly. How many pi bonds do you see? Answer please fast.
5.
Yes, correct. So how many pi electrons do I see? Arey, hurry up.
10.
Okay. 10. So the number 10 I can see over here. That means this compound is aromatic. Take the first part of your topic, benzene. What is aromatic compound? Hakel rule. Important section for exams. Important for CET next year. Now we are only going to focus on benzene, nothing more. We have around 3 methods of preparation, around 6-7 reactions, and that's all in the topic. So first we go for methods of preparation. So let us begin. First method you have is from acetylene. Acetylene, we know that it is CH triple bond CH. So look at the way we write acetylene. This is first molecule. This is second molecule. And this is third molecule. And the hydrogen atoms, we are writing like this. So there are 3 molecules of acetylene taken. This is heated with red hot iron tube at 873 Kelvin. A very interesting reaction takes place. Out of the 3 bonds, 1 bond goes over here. Out of the 3 bonds, 1 bond goes over here. Out of the 3 bonds, 1 bond goes over here. So what do we get? C double bond C, single bond, C double bond C, single bond, C double bond C, single bond. Don't forget all the hydrogen atoms outside. If you have understood, this is structure of benzene we have got. Have you all followed a magical reaction? Very, very simple. This is the way you need to remember. Please take a screenshot. Let us come to two now different type of reactions, methods of preparation only, but a different one. Number two, this is from phenol. Now you will start getting a lot of new compounds. You need to remember them by heart. Structure के साथ पूरा मालूम होना चाहिए. In exams, they don't print structures. They only give names. This is phenol. Now simply heat it with zinc powder. Zinc will take away oxygen. So this oxygen goes with zinc. What is left over is just plain benzene. We don't write this hydrogen. This hydrogen will come over here, but we don't write it because everywhere it's hydrogen. Third, from sodium benzoate. So we take COONA connected with benzene. Heat it with NaOH calcium oxide mixture. Now watch, NaO and COONA, they come out as Na2CO3. What remains is benzene, since this hydrogen goes over there. Let me once again make it clear about the structure of benzene. When you show benzene structure, there are 6 carbon atoms in form of ring. There are alternate double and single bonds, and every carbon is linked to a hydrogen. This is called benzene. So in bond line notation, we just draw a hexagon, draw double and single bond, that's all. So when we show this way, you understand that every point over here means CH. So this is CH, 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 CH. Any doubt in this part? These are your methods of preparation and a little information about structure. Let us now come to reactions of alkene, benzene. Chalo, first one under that is called action of hydrogen. I will be deliberately writing this reaction in bond line only so that you get used to that thing. This is benzene structure. We add hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst. Usually Raney nickel doesn't work here. Now, for a moment, just for our understanding, we will see the original structure of benzene. This is original structure, and you have one hydrogen atom each present out here. If you are adding a hydrogen across double bond, so one atom is added here, one atom is added here, double bond vanishes. Now if I add another hydrogen atom, second one here and here, double bond will vanish. And when I add the third molecule of hydrogen, double bond will vanish. That means I'm together going to add 3 molecules of hydrogen across 3 double bonds. And the compound which I will get will be cyclohexane. This is called the hydrogenation reaction or action of hydrogen atom. Second reaction is quite similar, action of chlorine. Now, the way I added hydrogen, similar way we will add chlorine also. So I will need 3 molecules of chlorine. So when you add chlorine out here, this needs sunlight for the reaction. Now do exactly in the same manner. So all the double bonds will be vanished, and at every place you will get 1 chlorine atom added. This compound is called benzene hexachloride, popularly known as BHC. Benzene hexachloride also is known by name gamexine, and it is used as an insecticide. You can quickly take a screenshot of this. Sure. Let us come to now a different set of reactions altogether. And that will be our last part of the topic. In that first one you have is halogenation. All the reactions now I'm going to take, they will be again needed in 12th standard. So please be careful. In all the reactions I'm going to do right now, we will have a hydrogen atom here, and we are going to replace it with some group, like for example, chlorine. And the reaction will take place in presence of a catalyst anhydrous AlCl3. So now reaction is very simple. Just replace hydrogen with chlorine. So this H and this Cl will go out as HCl. We will get chlorine. Name of the product, chlorobenzene. Exactly same way, if I do a reaction with suppose bromine, we can replace 1 hydrogen atoms. Bromine, catalyst used here is ferric bromide, FeBr3, and the product is bromine connected to benzene. I hope you can name it easily. This is called bromobenzene. There is one variation here. If you are using chlorine and benzene, but you take chlorine in a lot of excess. Here I took 1:1 ratio. Here we can take a lot of excess, even use the same catalyst as first reaction. Only I'm just going to increase the amount of chlorine. Instead of one substitution, you get all the hydrogen atoms substituted. This compound is called hexachlorobenzene. You can take a note of this quickly. Halogenation reaction. Let us come to second reaction set, which is called nitration. So in nitration reaction now, we are going to introduce nitro group. This is benzene with a hydrogen here. Now we are going to take nitric acid. Look at the way I have written nitric acid. You know, nitric acid is HNO3. We write it as HONO2 deliberately. In catalyst presence sulfuric acid. So this H along with OH move out as H2O. NO2 group goes and attaches in place of it. This is called nitrobenzene. Next reaction is called sulfonation. So in sulfonation, we have benzene reacted with sulfur trioxide in presence of sulfuric acid. So here a little different reaction. You get here SO3H connected to the benzene ring. This compound is called benzene sulfonic acid. So we are left with two reactions only. Quickly take a screenshot of this fast. The next reaction set which we are doing is known by scientist name. It is called Friedel-Crafts reactions. Friedel and Crafts, two people discovered these two reactions. First is called Friedel-Crafts alkylation, introducing an alkyl group. So we take benzene, react it with any alkyl group given to us in form of RCl. Once again, catalyst is AlCl3. Again, one of the hydrogen atom will be replaced. So suppose I am using a methyl group out here. So methyl group will come. Byproduct is HCl. This compound is called toluene. If I suppose use C2H5, I will get C2H5 over here. Second is called Friedel-Crafts acylation. So again, we have benzene plus CH3 COCl. This compound is called acetyl chloride. And upon reaction of this COCH3 group will be in place of hydrogen. Byproduct HCl again. Compound is known by name acetophenone. This completes your topic of hydrocarbons of 11th standard. You have two huge topics of organic. Those are completed right now with us. If you want anything of revision sort or anything, please let me know. We can have it on Sunday if you want. Otherwise, Monday, I think KC exams are beginning. Let me know if you have any doubts. You can message me also. So that's all for today.